Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Giants have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Lions going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. This is taken at his 4. And some strong running. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
To throw on 3rd down, Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Beckham, the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Webb now from the gun. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Now let's go.
Throwing again. Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
On 2nd down, Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Webb. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Our first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Henderson. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Giants. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. First down, it's Webb. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Webb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's Webb. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Boom,
back. On 1st and 10, Webb. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard, here we go now.
A play fake, now Webb. Going right right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a first down throw. Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw on second down, here's Webb. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Webb. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Stafford on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a first down throw. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To the air again, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Webb. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Throwing after the interception. Webb eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run with Henderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, the left side completion to Jones. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, look at, here we go now. Boom, landed.
The slot man in motion right.
Watch the end. Play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They go play action here on first down, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Meanwhile, down in Philly, now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Webb now. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Green, 39.
Now Gordon on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Detroit. Leopard.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And some room to roam now. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Slot man moves right. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they try the right side here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll run it on the taunts. It's a room to maneuver. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And the first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Falcons have taken the lead there late. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Lions are going to have a first. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And it's the Jets who are leading in that one. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on.